Morning everybody, this is Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. You may notice something different in the yard today. I have been out wheeling and dealing, and I got something very unique here and cool. A airboat, which I plan on fixing up. And I'm not sure yet if we're going to keep it for the family or sell it. I am not sure. If it turns out, if I can get it going, we'll probably keep this and sell my other boat. It's got 3 seats. It's got one up there for the driver and 2 down here. Even has a spare tire down inside. Now I just got this home last night, so I haven't even looked it over. The tarp is still on it, and I haven't had a chance to really go over it at all yet. So I am going to do that with you on video later on. I just wanted to share with you one of my finds, and it's got 2 winches on it. While I was bringing it home, the bolt came out of the front here, and the boat slipped off a bit. Both winches were clamped to this bolt, which isn't any good anymore. Well, that's fixable, not a big deal there. It's got an electric winch and a manual winch, so I hooked it up to keep it from falling off the vehicle. I'll try this later on today. I don't know how that hooks up. I'll have a look at that later, see how that goes. But I don't even know what's in that box or how to open it. But we've got ourselves a boat and a very unique engine. Let me get up on here and show you this engine. I'm going to uncover it because I have no idea what that is. It's a strange flat 6. Let me uncover that. Now, I don't know what this is. I haven't yet really been able to find much on this engine, but the mosquitoes were really bad last night. It almost looks like a boxer engine. There's 2 carburetors, it looks like, and the cylinder heads are flat. I'll show you down below in a minute. There's a pulley coming out the rear. I don't know what would have been here, but it looks like there was some kind of a shaft came through here. And then a belt comes on over here to the top to some kind of a fan. Oh, there's a dipstick. I wondered if this was a 2 or 4 cycle. It's a 4 cycle. 12 volt alternator on there. External oil filter. There's definitely your oil filter. Okay. Has engine coolant, so I'm guessing this is a water pump. I think that's the direct crank driven water pump, so this pulley must be driving whatever that is. I don't know if that must be a radiator, a tiny miniature radiator, I'm guessing. So it's a water cooled 6-cylinder. I spent some time last night on the internet trying to look this up, and I couldn't find anything on this engine. There's a 7B right there, and there's a series of numbers. I cannot see it, so I'll hold the camera for a minute. Maybe you can read that. I don't know what that is. That's some numbers on there on the head. It is a strange looking thing. Let me get off the boat. We have, it looks like the intake. I can't really see, honestly. I might not even be identifying things right because it's the weirdest setup. We got your valve covers, and it looks like the intake, is that built into the head? Here's your carburetor, comes on into here, and your exhaust comes out the bottom. There's pipes coming right out the bottom. It's a flat bottom engine. The only identifying marks I can find is that number right there. It's a very strange setup. And then you've got the propeller. You got your flywheel and a starter. Typical normal engine setup there. The cylinders are numbered. There's 5 and 6 on there, right on the top of the engine. I'm thinking that must be your cooling system. But there's some lines from the carburetor come from there. So really, this is a strange setup to me. It's the strangest looking thing. Somebody's going to see this and know exactly what they're looking at. And they're going to tell me, and that's what I'm hoping for. Somebody's going to look at this and tell me exactly what I've got in my hands. Because I can't see any other numbers or identification on this at all. But it's a very unique looking engine to me. This looks like electronics. I don't see any wires going into it. That's odd. Again, this is a very unique engine to me. This is all new to me, so I have no idea exactly what I'm looking at. And I'd very much appreciate if anybody can tell me what I have in my hands here. If anybody recognizes it. It looks like a boxer, but it's so different from what I saw on the internet. Very flat bottom. I mean, it could be, but the boxers I think were air cooled. So I'd love to hear from you guys what you think this is, if anybody recognizes it. But I'm going to spend some time on that this weekend and see if I'm going to go over and put some lubrication in the cylinders. I didn't even look at where they are. I'm going to figure out where the spark plugs are in this thing. Distributor. It's a weird setup. I'll have to get up on top there. I'm going to have to take off the extra tarps and sweep it off and get a good look at that. But I'll spray some lube in the cylinders. I did move the propeller an inch up and then an inch back down to see that it wasn't seized. That's directly bolted onto the crank, so there's no wasted energy, no transmission, no waste of power. It goes straight to the prop. So it's a home job, homemade thing, I'm pretty sure. The chair is definitely a school chair. That's funny. But it's bolted down. It was well done. It was very well made. It's sitting in the air because the boat shifted. I've got to figure a way to get that back on there better and settle that balance of weight back on there better. It's a weird trailer. Looks like they used a pop-up camper and then added another trailer hitch to the front so he didn't jackknife too bad. I'm guessing. It looks like a boat trailer front end was connected to the camper trailer, and that's all secured down very well. So anyway, here's what we got so far. I'm gonna do a video series as I unveil this and service it and figure out how it works and hopefully get it running. It is liquid cooled, so that means I can get it running here in the yard. It looks to be a 4-stroke. It has oil, it has antifreeze, 12-volt system. So that's unique. It was registered 5 years ago last. There is a gas tank, a boat gas tank, and there's a 12-volt fuel pump down there. And there's a fire extinguisher on the other side, but we'll go over that. I'll show you, I guess. There's an oar. I don't know if there's another oar. Again, I haven't really looked at it. When I saw it, I said, you know, I had always seen this where it was, and I had always thought about how cool it would be to get that one day. Yep, there's 2 oars, fire extinguisher. I'll unveil it and go over it in detail as the more I learn about it, we'll do it together on video. But it's different. It's definitely unique. So there is my new toy, and if I get it running, it'll probably be our fishing boat for out on the lakes, and then I'll sell the other. Now here is a wood chipper I got at the same place. It was a 5-horse MTD. Now I got this for pretty much scrap, so I didn't really look at it. I just grabbed it when I saw it. I'm not sure anything about it really. There's oddly a chute here and a chute here. I'm going to have to look this up online. And it looks like there's something missing here. And there's a chute here. Oh, that's your exhaust. Okay. This would be, I'm guessing that's where it comes out. I'm thinking. But there's something missing here. There must be something that went here. I'll look it up online. But it's got I guess there's your leaves. I don't know why it's got a different tray here. But then it's got, I can't tell if I'm recording, I can't see my camera. For your twigs, I'm guessing that's your exhaust for the shredded material. And this is definitely not a 5-horse engine. That looks more like a 8-horse. I'll have to look up online. The air filter is missing, so I'm definitely not going to run it too much without getting a part for that. That is an oldie. That is an old Briggs & Stratton on there. That's definitely not original. So I'll probably find a 5-horse to put on there, because that's overkill. I'm going to see if it runs. Plus, nobody's going to want to get this with a hand pull cord. It doesn't feel like a lot of compression. I don't feel much compression in that engine. So I'll probably have to replace that anyway. That turns a little too easy. Anyway, I got it for scrap, so I'll figure it out. I'll probably get myself a 5-horse on there, take this off, experiment with that, figure it out. But there's something else I got. And here is a unique find. I picked this up as well. It's a Sears Super 12 garden tractor with wheel weights and chains, a 12-volt car battery. It looks like it's pretty much all original except for the seat. The seat has been changed. Looks like a Tecumseh. I can't quite tell. It looks like a Tecumseh. I can't see it up in there, the shape of it. It's got a real starter generator. It's a 1967, I looked it up online. 1967 Sears Super 12, so it's a 12-horse engine. And it's got the old glass fuel bowl. And laying out where it was at was a snowblower. So I'll probably hook this up, repaint it, clean it, lube it. If it works, I will sell my snowblower. It's got a pretty heavy-duty trailer hitch, and it looks like there was definitely something. Can I get in there in the light? There was definitely some attachments on the back end of this, and they had been used because the paint's worn off and the pins are used on there. So there was definitely something on the back of this tractor, and the snowblower on the front. And what's really unique is there's a cigarette lighter included with a garden tractor. Sears back in the day had some cool stuff. Sears had some really cool stuff. I mean, this was really a tractor. I mean, look at it's like a real transmission. I mean, this is no cheap piece of garbage like they put out today. This was built to last and built to work. So I'm going to clean it, wash it, clean the carburetor, and see if I can get this thing running. That's probably I'm going to do it today. It's like 90 degrees. I might roll it off the truck and get it in the shade and see about getting that running. But there's a cover on there, and I was wondering before I knew about the snowplow or the snowblower, I got the tractor in the truck, and I was looking at that, and I'm like, there's a pulley under that, and it faces forward. And then you can see where the attachments were on there. Look at the front end. I mean, that's a real front end. That's rugged, and everything's pretty tight and solid. Your modern machines really get loose and worn out bad in a hurry. So yeah, this is probably going to be mine. I'm probably going to keep this one for working around the property, because I get the idea it's going to be a real heavy-duty workhorse. And the cool thing is you can plug in something like a stereo or something while you're out working. Like if I can pull my trailer out with my chainsaws and working out in the forest and listen to music, because I got an actual car battery on it. So I'm going to roll this off and check it over, see if I can clean that carb today and get it running, charge that battery, and see what I got here on my hands. If it's a good, it's big. I don't know if it shows on camera, but it's big. That's back when they could call it a tractor. Yeah, so that's what I got last night, and I just wanted to share that all with you. And as I work on each machine, I will share the progress with you. Sorry about the jerking, the flies are horrendous. I'll share all the progress with you as I go along and get things running. So, well, this is Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project, wheeling and dealing and finding some interesting equipment to work on. Please like, subscribe, and share, and follow my daily videos as we strive to become fully self-sufficient and off the grid on a budget. I'll talk to you later.